Hello. Oh, add to screen. Here we go. Sorry about that. All over the place I was. Now, I did a workshop just recently for the Capalaba football team, obviously what you saw at the front there. And the girls there had we were talking about performance anxiety and how they're going to get through it because they're actually in the semi-finals this weekend. And so the coaches brought me in to see how we can help motivate the girls and what we could do to get them to not be so concerned about their performance, but still achieve the goals that we want to achieve. So I went along there, and we had such a great night. It was really, really good. But I don't think I gave them what I wanted to actually give them, an overall look at performance anxiety and how it helps, how focusing on the intuition and their goals can help them get through. So we talked a little bit about it, but towards the end we had to rush through it and consequently didn't round it up as nice as what I would have liked. So I asked the girls to send in a picture of their flowers that they drew. Now, their flower is their goal, okay, what they want to achieve. And when we look at performance anxiety, we have to be mindful that anxiety is about fear of the future. And there's a lot of things that we can be fearful of that may never ever happen. So it's the things that we need to focus on and the things that we can control. So we can control how we think and what we feel, and we can control a lot of that if we don't run away with the pixies, run away with all that negativity. So we talked about the different aspects there. I didn't get into it as much as I would have liked to, but yeah, and this is what this is all about. I want to actually go through and share with the girls. So their coach got a really good understanding of how to motivate them through their flowers, but the girls need to get an understanding of who they are and how they can help themselves with they do experience a bit of this performance anxiety. So here's the first flower that we're talking about. Now, again, I'm for privacy reasons, I'm not going to be using the names, and the girls will be able to work out who's the who's. So I've just put on numbers, Capalaba Football Club and the numbers, and they can go from there. So for this particular image, what really grabs me first of all is that the flower itself is such a perfect circle. Now, I don't know about you, but if I tried to draw all of those and actually create such a perfect circle, I would be really struggling. I don't think I could do that. So that is really showing me or telling me that the goal that this person has is very, very feminine based. Now, it doesn't mean it's a girly goal. It just means it's a feminine base. And when we look at the behaviors of male and female or feminine and masculine, men can have a lot of feminine traits and women can have a lot of masculine traits. For example, when we look at, say, the police force, a masculine trait is holding up the law, being a policeman and holding the law, holding people accountable, that sort of aspect on it. However, the power side is very feminine in its base, because the power side is a lot more about creating those laws and getting that understanding and look at the broader picture. So it's still just as strong, and one is doing that more physical side of it, one probably doing the more of the nurturing and the thought side of it and putting it together. So it's not girl or boy, it's masculine and feminine, and we have both traits all within us, and sometimes some are stronger than the other. And when I look at this one, it's a very feminine trait that it's got there. So when we go with that, we go, well, to get her goal, she is going to do it in a passive manner. She doesn't have to be aggressive. She doesn't have to be going all guns blazing. If she just sticks with what she knows and how she knows it, she will receive that goal and she will get to it quite easily. Now, the other thing about this one is the layers of the flowers. There's so many layers to it, and there's almost like a flower within a flower. But the petals are about attraction, and so it appears that she needs to attract a lot of not really any color too. So there's not a lot of substance to that attraction, but she needs to have that around her. She needs to have that attraction around her. She needs to feel that positivity and that camaraderie in to achieve that goal. So as far as this young lady goes, an individual goal, which is what it is, but it's really quite group orientated, because she needs to have that whole vision happening to her, and achieving that. Now, when we look at that heart center, we start to see the understanding of it. Oh, when I go back to performance anxiety, I can see that with this particular flower, the performance anxiety could be coming through if she allows that negativity to come forward. Now, it's not about what everybody else is saying and doing. It's about what she feels in her heart. And you can see that in the heart center of this flower. You can see that she needs to have that nurturing, especially with the pink, and the communication with the blue. And then you've got that beautiful purple, which is all about that spiritual insight. She needs to feel that in her heart to be able to get to where she wants to. So to achieve this goal, we see that happening. There's no if, buts, or maybe. We've got the goal happening. The path to it, towards it, is very, very secure. She's going to get a bit of information from somebody she used to know, and then she's going to get a lot more guidance from somebody in the future, or not necessarily in the future, but someone she's more recently known. So when we see this, we sort of go, okay, her intuition is saying that there's lots of, when you want to attract what you need to attract, to be able to feel it in your heart, you're going to get that attraction from lots of little different sources. Okay, so there's lots of elements there. What can happen with this person is that we can get, and I do this myself, I know, we can get one negative result or one negative comment, and it can affect our whole life. It can just affect everything we do. And I know, I feel that myself sometimes. And you have everybody saying, oh, that was great, that was great, that was great. And then one person says, oh, yeah, but, and your whole world seems to close in. That is what you can control. Do you want to focus on that one particular negative thing, or do you want to take in all those lovely layers that everybody else has given you, all those? And I guess in context, it's really white, because we're seeing through that. And white is, to me, I call it purity. So you're getting pure, honest feedback, and yet you often choose to listen to the negativity. And I know, because I do the same. So for you, for performance anxiety, what the best part for you, best thing you could do is, say, do a bit of well, not necessarily yoga, but stretches like yoga, Tai Chi. So where you're actually doing something without having a lot of thought, you've just been able to get into it, and you're just having a lovely stretch. More so than just straight meditation, because I would believe that straight meditation will allow your negative thoughts to come in. Whereas if you're going through, say, a yoga or a Tai Chi routine, so you've got, say, the YouTube going, and you're actually following it, you can get into that without getting into that negativity, and so you can bring that area in. But your goal, as far as I'm concerned, between now and the finals, the semi-final, even the grand final, between now and then, is to observe those negative thoughts and allow them to go through, and don't hold on to them, and attract all those beautiful little, they're not huge, it's not somebody talking the world about you, it's just those little tiny positive aspects that come to you. Oh, you look nice today, or oh wow, that's a great kick, oh, this was good. All those little positive ones, because I know that often people that give us those little positive notes, we tend to push off and let it go and say, oh, it's not me, I don't believe it, oh, right, you're just saying that. I know, I did that myself. So don't do that. Allow those positive thoughts to come in and say, thank you. That's it. Just say thank you. Say thank you. And you will start to believe them. And you really, really will start to believe them. But the best way for you for performance anxiety is, I would say, a stretching yoga, not a meditation, a yoga type stretching. It's even got Tai Chi or Pilates, where you're actually physically doing something. And you're doing the deep breathing as well. So you're not allowed to take in those negative connotations. So that is your flower reading. I went a little bit longer than I anticipated. Sorry about that. But yes, you'll be able to get there. Focus, that's your goal. Focus on those positives. Allow them to come in and let go of the negatives. That is football Capalaba number 1. No, number 0. We can start with 0 and we go forward. Okay, I will see you soon. Bye for now.